What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 8 of my Borussia Dortmund Football Manager 2019 Let's Play series. Make sure to leave a like on this video if you're enjoying it, especially if you're excited for this big match against Liverpool away from home in the Champions League, and it's important. It's almost a game breaker. You saw we lost against Real Madrid. We were able to beat Inter. So, yeah, that was away against Real Madrid. It was close as well, just Sergio Ramos scoring. So, this is a big one against Liverpool, though. He's got 2 wins. 2 wins so far. Let's go straight into this one. I'm really getting into this save now in this series. I'm really enjoying just playing this with Borussia Dortmund. We're coming along pretty nicely. The biggest thing at the moment, though, Marco Reus for selection. 85%. Do we leave him in? These are the big decisions. These are the big decisions to make. We still got some injuries and stuff like that. Players that need match sharpness as well. That's not being selected, even though we have them, being made available for the reserves. So either way, I don't know if that's going to come through at some point, but we're gonna have to just continue like we are at the moment. And I'm thinking maybe Marco Reus we rest. Or don't start. We start Sancho, who's had a pretty good season, but then we can bring on Marco Reus if we need a goal. I know Liverpool is not going to be easy. Yeah, not going to be easy one. Tierney, who we did sign, but Schmelzer having a really good season. So I think we're going to leave it as is with selection because I'm happy. I was thinking about our centre backs, but again, yeah, happy with Toprak and Akanji. Good mix. Good mix there. You got Abdou Diallo as well. He argue for a start, but no, I like Akanji and Toprak. So anyway, guys, we are going to head straight into it. But Pulisic is going to get a start actually ahead of Larson. They're both done very similar performance-wise for the season. So yeah, let's just get straight into this one. And guys, this is starting to feel for me like my saves and my series I did maybe around FM15, around that time, FM16, like my Manchester United type Let's Plays and any other ones that feel similar to you guys as well, where I don't play games off camera. I just feel the love is lost a little bit and the connection in a series when I'm playing games off camera. So, yeah, for me, maybe that doesn't suit doing like a lower league save or something like that, because this is just what I've grown to do on my channel a lot. Then I did this period in the last couple years where I had to do those saves, you know, and I'd have to, or with those saves, with lower teams, I'd have to play more off camera, and that's where the love is lost for me. So, and series don't last, and it all starts because from the beginning I didn't really do something I was 100% into, so maybe that's why. I don't know. Let's just get into this one, though. And yeah, I wanted to give my thoughts on that, I suppose, because in my mind was I wanted to, like, I thought I could probably do this save up until FM20, to be honest, like next year, next year, like deep into the year, obviously. Or the new game next year. You know, we're just about to hit next year, depending when this video goes up. You might see it next year. You might see it next year. And just so you guys know, I'm not going to be making a YouTube video after this one until next year. I'm not making another video until next year, so you're going to have to wait a little bit. I had to get a joke like that in, didn't I? But anyway, we've got to focus here. Well, let's see. Let's see if we're going to block this. No, we're not. Daniel Sturridge scores just his 3rd goal of the season there. And once more, defending, like, this is just a heading situation. I feel like we could have defended that pretty well. It's not like we maybe could say a bit tighter, but, like, we have a player there. Who's that? Akanji. Yeah, but he didn't leap for it. So, it's like, to me, that's tactics out of the window. Like, what can you do if your player's not going to jump? I don't think that's in the tactics selections. Jump for the header. Instead of just standing there like I don't know. But Fabinho getting forward. Liverpool are really, really dominant, though. We have to say that. But we can hit him on the break as well. Sancho. Here we go. Can we get our own? Come on, we need him in the... Oh, my God! Pulisic is Oh, he was in all the space in the world. He shouldn't have been offside. I got to count that just as inexperience. Because when you're in that much space, you got to surely position yourself that well. or better than that, to not be offside. So to me, that's when I talked about inexperience. That's it. A more experienced head would have had the awareness, the positioning he was in there, and would have been a goal with a more experienced player, or if he had more experience in a few seasons. So show me something else in the second half. We didn't really show too much. To me, we had a chance that should have been a goal. It was just, inexperience. Unfortunately, that's the way it played out. So we're going to go a bit more direct here, a higher tempo. Player defense we're going to take off. And yeah, I think that's going to be it in terms of our changes. A few of those changes. Let's see how we're going to go in this second half. Because, see, it is another away from home match. I knew this group was going to be tough. There's no easy beat in this group. That's the tough thing. And we might have to bring on Royce as well. Maybe just shortly after this. We don't want to wait too long. Because, arguably the best player in the team. So we need to get him on. But we didn't want to risk him for injury and that kind of stuff. But now Kagawa. Okay, Kagawa, kind of a pointless ball, but he could be under pressure. Oh, we had two players there. Fortunately, couldn't intercept. Oh, over top the Sturridge with the pace, and good save. But I don't think we're going to wait any longer. Kagawa is not having the best game, but Pulisic at the same time. They're going to come. See, the problem is Royce can't really play. He's not really good on the wing, on the right wing. So it's kind of, we're going to take Kagawa off and play Marco Royce. Advanced playmaker on attack. Yeah, let's put him in that role. Because, he doesn't have 100% natural. There's Shadow Striker, but I feel that's not the role you want me to play him in when we're using that. So, in possession, I'm happy with that. If it maybe hit some early crosses in as well, we'll do that. Confirm the changes. So, at the moment, it's that one goal difference. And as I said, oh man, I feel we should have at least had one ourselves. And is that a goal? No, it is, yeah. I don't know if I thought it could have been offside, but it was, no, it wouldn't have been. Just, it was a good run and no one. I feel like we need an extra player in the box there, or did Liverpool? I don't know. I know it's going to be a tough one. Liverpool, really good team, even real life this season. Yeah, having a real good season. So, it's an and we're suddenly killed off by a couple set pieces. We're suddenly killed off like that. Firmino on fire as well in recent times, but I feel they've got extra players there in the box. That's credit to them. But I feel that's something you can't combat. You have your normal defending set piece setup, but it's like, it should notify you if they have an extra player or a couple extra players, which I think is the case, in the box, say, to correct this. Instead, because it's hard going into different games. You don't know, different team, what their setup is. But anyway, Pulisic, doing pretty shit, honestly. I don't normally swear, but 6 rating, you got to be doing better, and wasted a chance. If we made it 1-1, I reckon it would have been a different game. It would have been a different game, would have been in a different position, because we're not playing with any confidence whatsoever at the moment. What's his third change? Delaney. Maybe Delaney could could start, but let's take a Dahoud. He wanted to play more, gave him a chance, hasn't done too much, so yeah, so it's 3-0 at this point. It's 3-0 at this point, so yeah, not much we can really do. Honestly, we're not gonna win. We're not gonna get something from it. So yeah, Liverpool just too strong. These away from home games, and come on, use some effort. Nah, I'm almost. It's time like that I could go more extreme and insult the player, but sometimes I just don't have the energy to. Sometimes I don't have the energy to, and I'm like, nah, you're not worthy. You're not worthy of the energy. So, yeah, this is just a route at the moment. And that it went off the post and into his hand. That was so weird. So that wouldn't have initially been a goal. Just, this is just one of these poor ones. By far, no doubt, 4-0. 4-0 by far. It's a really poor result, poor performance. Away from home in the Champions League, of course. And then Liverpool... Yeah, really, really strong team. Really, really strong team, Liverpool, now they have. And maybe arguably not even their best 11, but they're still... Yeah, they still took control of us. And that's the thing. Like, our style this season, we're playing good football as a whole. Like, obviously, we've lost some matches here and there. As you can see, we have good attacks. And this is probably an exponent of that. But couldn't finish. But here we go. Come on, hopefully we can see it. Hey, we get a goal. You might look at that one as pretty lucky, own goal to Matip. But again, it's the dangerous chances. But it feels so weird. They got 4 goals. It was about 3 in a row they scored in just quick succession, just like bang, bang, bang like that. So we could actually score a second here, and maybe it won't look as bad on paper. But see, yeah, these are the kind of chances we create, and we're only having this late in the game, not in the key part of the game when we had it, you know. So, or when the game was still up for grabs. So I feel it was maybe a bit more mental, but yeah, it was player fitness as well. You know, Marco Reus, I'll say he couldn't start, but he was like mid-80s condition, but you don't want to risk him. He's the type maybe that can get injuries every so often, but in the end they could have scored a 5th, but at least we scored a goal. But yeah, away from home, already said it, away from home in the Champions League, always tough against the best teams, and we saw the exponent of that today. We just got to put our hands up and say we weren't good enough. Liverpool were too good, but you see the weaknesses in the squad. You see Alcacer, he's a more experienced striker, not youth, but Jadon Sancho, young. Larson, young. That's two key attacking players, and you really see maybe against a team like Liverpool, they just really contain them so well. And yeah, Liverpool show the experienced kind of team. Tight hamstring, 1 to 3 days. Paco, he should be all right there. We've got 4 days until next one against Hertha Berlin. But yeah, even the previous game against Stuttgart, yeah, that was poor. We even had a bad 3 losses around that period as well. So, but yeah, that's why I say I'm still happy with our form for the season. But to be like that best team level, we're not quite at that yet. Obviously, I never get that in my first few months in a new save. You know how it goes, but yeah, it's something that improves over time. Attacking patient is there, physical. And guys, before the last match, I actually worked on defensive shape. So something we're going to do, we're going to work on actually set pieces and defending free kicks. Let's see if that's going to work. Even though against Hertha Berlin, I expect we have a dominant performance, as that's a home match. And yeah, they're in the relegation zone at the minute. So yeah, this should be a dominant one for us, just 4 days away. And hopefully we can get back on the winning terms. But in Champions League, in Champions League terms, it could be looking a bit tricky. But we had a couple of away games already. So the good thing is Inter, Inter and Real Madrid are still to play their game. So I'm not sure what I prefer. Maybe Inter to win. So yeah, it's more tight. Maybe give us more a chance to get second. There's that. So let's see what actually does happen there. Oh, they do. They do, so that just makes it a bit more tighter, apart from Liverpool just gliding away in top, but that makes us go up into second right there, believe it or not. With a loss like that, we get into second. Funny how that works out, hey? But the good thing is, guys, if you look at our upcoming fixtures, well, next, home against Liverpool, that's not too far away, is it? Yeah, that's going to be... wait, if we play this game... Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm celebrating because I can do Liverpool and Bayern in the same episode, because I'll play this one against Hertha Berlin. Then the following episode will be Werder Bremen and Wolfsburg, and then we can do Liverpool and Bayern, and they're both home matches. That's going to be a huge episode. Can't wait till that comes around, guys, as well. But yeah, what I was leading to talk about before... what's Tierney? Do we give him a chance? What I was going to say is, do you think sometimes players can have a good rating, but they're not playing that? It's weird to say, like I'm saying with Smeltzer. Say if he's had a good game, like, well, he got assist in the last one, so he didn't play so good against Liverpool. I suppose that's what I'm pointing out. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to say. Like, sometimes if your team is playing well as a whole, like if you have a really good convincing win, like a 3-0 or something, essentially every player will get a good rating. Even if they had an average game, if they didn't do anything special, they'll get a good rating. But again, to what I was leading to say before, guys, I'm going to do this save up until FM20 pretty much. Pretty much. And I just want to think going forward, like, what do you want to see? Because this is going to be another year. I've made videos since 2012, but I still feel I need to find a certain style of series that is going to, like, attract a lot of people for Football Manager stuff. I don't know, because I made this content for a really long time. I just, like, those challenge saves, people tend to drop off, and my content is based off what people want to watch more. So that's why series stop, it's all down to the viewers. It's down to the viewers. So for you guys that keep watching a series and keep the interaction up, that tells me, you guys want to see this. And don't start a new series. So before me stopping a series, it's more down to people who's viewing me. It's the response. Like, it's such a people judge YouTubers so much harsher. But like TV series, like, you know, on TV or movies, everything like that. If a TV show on TV stops getting a good amount of viewers, because that's what they get paid for, obviously, a lot, it stops. You see what I mean? So it's, for me, making my series and everything like that, it's similar to that, but I feel YouTube's like, oh, you just do it for the views and stuff. But you kind of need to when that pays your bills, you know, and just barely, to be honest. Just barely, to be honest. But hopefully you can put, I reckon that's a very good perspective and comparison. Like, people get mad and disappointed when your TV, like your favorite TV show, if they stop it, but there's underlying reasons. And for me, with my content, I never thought about that before until now. Maybe you can hear that in my voice. I'm like, oh yeah, that's actually very relatable for me. So that's so true. But yeah, just to put that in, if you want a comparison, and no doubt, like, I've been disappointed when a show stops, so I can understand if I stop a series and people are not happy about it. But at the end of the day, there's always reasons, and from actors and stuff like that in those kind of shows, I always like watching them again. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. I suppose that's the point, that always watch any kind of video I upload. If you just want to watch Football Manager, but watch any Football Manager series I do, yeah, I appreciate you guys that are of that fashion, and yeah, that always support me and watch what I do, as that helps me. But yeah, I just did want to mention that as well, like what you'll see going forward, what you'd like to see, and what you think will do well, because those kind of, like, that's what I mean. I did want to talk about it for a little bit with, like, I wanted to do Aussie Journeyman, and like the 3rd or 4th episode in didn't even get 1,000 views, even until now. It's like getting a few each day, the last episode, and I stopped that a while back, of course, but just to put that into comparison. And something like this already, yeah, gets a bit more interactivity and that kind of stuff from you guys, which is good to see. And it's not really seen as such a unique challenge or anything. We're just managing Dortmund. We're just doing a normal Let's Play, and it's attracting more of you guys to watch. So yeah, I did want to mention that for a little bit, to what you want to see going forward. Maybe I'll just keep doing these Let's Plays like this, and we'll get straight into it pretty much. We should have had a good rest. Paco Alcacer, this is going to be a tough one. Should we try Mario Götze as a striker? But he needs match fitness. That's what that looks. He's 100% condition. So for him, personalize. Let's try a false 9. Well, that's one of his best. Trequartista or deep line forward. Maybe deep line forward on attack. Because that's something, if we want to back into things now, focusing on what we need to do. Maybe we need another striker. I don't really like that Philip. Yeah, he's not playing. You could see maybe this is a match we could get match fitness into him, to be honest. But he hasn't played so regularly. So here Witzel's going to come in as well. I like, Delaney. I think that's the best setup anyway. Let's start Larson ahead of Pulisic. There's got to be some. Oh, okay, Royce. Okay, we'll go with this setup. I reckon. Let me know. Yeah, let me know what you think about that. I just want to make sure. Tierney will give a chance to. Smeltzer had a poor game in the last one, so we just have to choose a selection. Let's see how Mario Götze goes, because he's really the next striker we're going to choose. If Philip, but the only way he's going to get match fitness to me is in the first team. So anyway, guys, let's just get into this one. Let's get into the match right now, and hopefully get a win. So yeah, hopefully you understand everything I did. I did want to mention it. I did want to mention that. At least the main point is what you want to see in the future, like future FM19. Well, not FM19, just FM saves, Football Manager saves, or do we just go for this? Because I want to be leading towards what I'm going to be doing in the future, I guess you can say, like with my content. It's weird to already think, oh, what series am I going to do at the start of FM20? I know you probably think, oh, that's so far away, but I kind of have to be building up momentum until that, you know what I mean? So yeah, I really want to do a series that will be unique, and that's not so much, like, I feel that's been the trend of Football Manager content. I've been here since FM12, so I kind of know how it goes. Like, everyone's going for those lower league saves and maybe unknown teams, and playing in the lowest leagues in England, lower league management, and I feel that's overdone a bit. I remember when I started in Bar City, like, I feel like, not many people did it. So maybe that's why those ones did well for me. But anyway, yeah, to do a series that isn't done so much on YouTube, instead of just hopping onto that bandwagon of lower league management in England at the very least. But anyway, guys, strong tackle there, but Marco Reus got to score this. Ooh, that almost goes in. It's very close. I'll tell you what, that is real close. But the ball was not 100% over, but it was real close. We'll say that. Now Marco Reus. I don't want it to be one of these games where we don't take all of the chances. No, thank you. We do not want that. We do not want that at all. So, yeah, let's see how this is going to go. It's been an interesting start to the game. We've had some chances, so I feel we should be able to score a goal. But every so often, I feel like we need to switch it up. Let's keep it on positive and short part. Maybe just a standard tempo. And yeah, let's go that. Just a bit like shorter passing. Be more expressive. We'll take off for now. Just switch up a few little instructions there, and we should be good. Reus, and imagine if we score instantly, instantaneously, almost. That wasn't a bad hit from Axel, but we may not get a goal. I know it's a different setup for us, so maybe shorter passing suits Goethe as the man up top, but it's like we don't have that other star striker. Let's play Reus as striker. That could be a case. Come on. Okay, the pressure is good here. We force them all the way back. Happy with that effort. Okay, now let's see. Let's see what we're going to do now. Don't let him pass. Let's keep that up. What we did just earlier. But letting him get through a bit too easy now. No, Tierney. Strong defending. And here we go. Hit him on the counter. Sancho, cross it. You played across. I feel they rarely do that in Football Manager, even if you have shorter passing and have that instructed. I don't have shoot on side on, but they don't pass it across goal to the player like as much as FIFA you can do, yeah? But that happens in real life as well. I feel like, yeah, the game is made that way. They just don't do that a lot. Well, that's what I've experienced playing Football Manager for so many years, you know. Unlucky? Okay, Cole players motivated from that. We'll see how we start the half. But, yeah, so far in this game at least, I think we've had enough chances. To get a goal. And maybe that will show now. Witsel, Reus, better! Just. That was a bit lucky. I think it came off his back. How about that? It came off the keeper. It went off his back into the goal. So, yeah, I don't think Hertha Berlin is going to be too happy about that. Look at that. Or maybe the back of his heel, of his foot, or something like that. But it was the back of him. It wasn't the front of him. But anyway, guys, that's a good goal. I think, yeah, that was coming. There. And you see, we bring Larson, who's still a young player himself, but I feel he has a bit more composure in him than Pulisic. I'm just judging off what we've seen in this match. If you take a look at his attributes, he's going down a little bit. Not the best training, but he's put in a good shift, able to find the back of the net. So Marco Reus, we've got a lead, so we should really hold on to it from now. Let's bring on Kagawa. I think here's someone who can cruise and play some good football once we have a lead as well. Playing a style that will suit him. You know, he's good with the pass. He's got that good vision, believe it or not. But yeah, he's... why did I say believe it or not? No, he's got vision 15, technique, 14 passing. So he's got a lot of good attributes. He's got a lot of good attributes there. So yeah, he's a good player. He's a good player without being a star. I don't think he ever really stars for the team. So Axel Witsel, Delaney. I think we'll keep Delaney fitter, or just hopefully, you know, you can get random injuries. So yeah, let's just keep going. Let's keep going like this. I'm happy. I don't feel like they look like scoring an equaliser. As much as we would want a second goal, I think we're doing alright. I think we're doing alright here. So there's Sancho and Larson. Let's take off Larson though. We'll bring on Pulisic here. So he's a bit better as a winger. So we'll put him on that. Can we get a finishing goal? If we don't, should be should be fine because, yeah, like I said, I don't see him scoring. I don't see him scoring here. So, yeah, Weigl, Tierney, maybe we could. Sancho! Oh, how close are we going to go there? How close was that? But, see, wonderkid for wonderkid. We've got those wonderkid wingers, which is going to be interesting for the future. Because for me, it's either Pulisic starting or Larson. They're not both. Because they're both that right wing kind of player. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. So do we train one of those to maybe play attacking mid or something like that, if that's possible? Guys, if we take a look, take a quick look, Christian Pulisic, he's accomplished there, so you got to keep that in mind. But I feel his attributes really suit as a winger, and maybe that's just the way it's going to be. Maybe that's the way it's going to be. Then you got Larson. See, Larson at least is natural on the left, but that's where Jadon Sancho is at the same time. So there's that side of things as well. Is there going to be a way where they can all fit in? Jadon, I don't think there will be. Maybe it just has to be part of the rotation system. And yeah, maybe that's going to be the best setup, because for me, they're all natural wingers to get the best absolutely out of them. So yeah, no amazing reactions from that, but it was a pretty straightforward win for us, even though it was only 1-0 at the end of the day. Maybe we could have done a bit better, like goals-wise, but hey, we got the 3 points. Bayern actually got a draw in one of their recent matches, so he dropped back slightly, and we're still, believe it or not, within we're not dropped off completely for the title yet. It's going to be tough. Yeah, we're going to do the next episode, obviously, will be Werder Bremen, Wolfsburg, but then Liverpool Bayern Munich is going to be absolutely huge. Only 3 days apart from each other, and Wolfsburg before that as well. So we're going to have to do some, definitely a lot of management there with the squad. I've even done that in the lead up in these couple games. See, I always prepare for them like maybe 3 or 4 games earlier. Anyway, guys, we're going to leave it there. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and in between both games, I talked about just what you want to see going forward. It's not really as much for this year or FM19. I think we can do this save for the duration, and it'll be pretty good into, like I said, just for the build up until FM20. But I think, because I'm always going to be making videos, it's not like I'm going to suddenly stop making videos. It doesn't matter how well the videos do as well, like views and everything. At the end of the day, it's not that important, because I'm always going to be making video. This is my thing to do, you know, like make YouTube videos, make Football Manager stuff. Obviously, well, take a bit of a break from FIFA at the moment, doing PES, which I'm really enjoying, the Master League, but yeah, doing this football gaming content, like this is what I've grown to do since 2012, going to another year of doing it 2019, guys. This is what I'm doing forever. Like, yeah, I'm settled doing this. Like that's all. I'm just say settled. This is my decision. Like this is what I'm gonna do for work. You know, until well, there's not gonna be. I say something else, but when I'm no longer here anymore, you know what I mean. I just want to keep doing YouTube. You know, that's what I want to do. Yeah, even if I may not earn so much from it. Yeah, as long as I can last doing that, yeah, we'll keep making videos. So hopefully you enjoy the content, and I'll see you guys next time.